Well, Oklahomans grow some great crops, but none so great as our children. So it's important to help those children understand agriculture, the very industry that's the lifeblood of our great state. At the state capitol, Ag in the Classroom named its 2006 Teacher of the Year, Theresa Balan from Briarwood Elementary and more. Now, Mrs. Balin teaches 6th grade science and Spanish. Our Kathy Holsenbeck takes us inside the classroom to see what makes this teacher so special.
All right, today we're going to talk about dichotomous keys.
Theresa Balan is using potato chips to teach today's class about dichotomous keys. Her students will examine the potato chips, discuss their differences and similarities, and then document their findings.
It's very easy implementing into the classroom because it's there's lessons and they can direct you step by step if you're unfamiliar with them. But to me, there were big concept ideas that I could implement easily into my classroom in a curriculum that I already teach.
And the curriculum is going over big with the kids.
She teaches us stuff in a fun way.
Mrs. Balin takes things from out in the field, down on the farm or feedlot, and makes them relevant for her students. Did you know we wouldn't have any sports without agriculture?
Well, basketball has leather, and you get leather from a cow that's raised on a farm.
Mrs. Balin not only makes it fun and relevant, she keeps it simple.
She knows how to explain it to where we can understand it. She doesn't use big words that we can't understand very well.
We have a lot of children that have no agriculture literacy, and it's so important that they get it somehow. And Ag in the Classroom makes it so you can take those literacy issues and put it within your curriculum that already exists. You're not teaching anything else or extra.
Even though Mrs. Balin's specialty is science, the Ag in the Classroom curriculum also covers math, reading, language arts, and English.
And there's so many issues that farmers contend with, and I think the general public are kind of unaware of it. And we need to understand it so we can support them.
Most of us are 3 or 4 generations removed from the family farm, but because of programs like Ag in the Classroom, the kids who walk these halls can become more familiar with the state's #1 industry.
I had children that were worried when they were eating eggs, they were killing baby chickens, and that really bothered them. And when I explained, when we talked about mitosis and meiosis and fertilization, those were non-fertilized eggs, there was such a relief.
While Mrs. Balin's class answers those crucial questions, she's also preparing tomorrow's leaders for complex issues.
I think it's essential nationwide to have Ag in the Classroom. We're developing children that are going to make our decisions, our laws in the future, and agriculture is fundamental for all of us.
And those lessons are hitting home.
I learned about agriculture and electricity, and I know nothing about that when I first came. I won't take for granted all the things I have now, because without agriculture I wouldn't have any of it.
Now in June, Mrs. Balin will attend the 25th Annual Ag in the Classroom Conference in New Jersey. Now you can find out more about Ag in the Classroom by logging on to agclassroom.org, or you can read more about the program in the June edition of Oklahoma Living.